Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Common Man's Compass with David
and Justin. This is a great podcast, guys. It's a podcast navigating life, faith, and everything in between. A conversation where anything goes. You never know what we're going to talk about. There's no telling. But we always try to keep God in it and keep God involved.
And we're glad you're here.
Calmer than you are. Got it.
Got it. What's up, everybody?
How's it going?
Another great podcast. Today you got, of course, me, Justin, and my buddy David here.
David here. Yeah.
David here.
David here.
David here.
Not David there. That was yesterday. This is David here.
We gotta be in the present.
I have a big bowl of stupid today. I'm out of it. So yeah. Let's rock. Let's roll.
That's how I live life.
Yeah. I pluck one chicken a day. Oh man. It has. It's been a circus. It's been a wild day.
Yeah.
And I just found out what my problem is.
What's that?
I haven't had soda like all month, and I'm like, I want a Dr. Pepper today. And I'm having
God, and I caved and bought that Dr. Pepper for you.
I was the devil. I was like, hey friend, I'm cooking dinner. You want to buy me a Dr. Pepper? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I was like, all right, yeah.
Like my taste buds are like, oh, sugar, I'm alive.
You have healed me.
I'm gonna probably go to sleep right at the time I need to get up for work. I didn't have a bender. I had a Dr. Pepper.
Oh, my goodness.
Man, it's rough out there with those peppers everywhere. Speaking of peppers, it's almost pepper time.
It is. It's getting there. It's getting warmer and warmer. Yeah. Spring is a-coming, bro.
So, what do you do to prepare for spring? I know there's some people that they have like a whole schedule. Like, oh well, on February 1st, I'm out there and I'm doing,
I don't do anything. Spring comes, it just tells me the weather's going to be warmer. It's better motorcycle weather, that's for sure.
Right.
Because I love going for motorcycle rides. So it's better motorcycle weather. Down where we're at generally makes for decent fishing, which is nice. That's always a plus. And I like sunny weather. I'm a chicken. I don't like the cold.
I used to hate the summer. I was all about winter because, the holidays. But now my body is like, no, we like summer because our joints don't hurt.
Dude, struggle's real.
It's like, do you deal with sweat and no joint problems, or do you deal with cold and, or...
I hate the feeling of like your knee acting up or something, or your shoulder, and it hurts, and you can't tell if it's because it's acting up or if it's because it's just that cold.
Right.
And you're like, did I injure it, or is this just like cold pain?
And we do the typical male thing, like, I'll check on it tomorrow.
Yeah, it'll be all right.
And then like another week, it's like, man, that knee's still hurting me.
Yeah, it's 80 degrees out.
It's like, you're weak. I'm not weak. Oh, God, that hurts. Yeah, I'm watching.
Gotta do the earnest thing, get hurt, say you're fine, go around the corner and cry.
Oh, yeah, all the
time. Dude, I am excited though. I love riding. I was gonna ride the bike today, and I just ran out of time. But I've rode for a long time. That's one of the biggest joys of mine, is just to be able to get on the motorcycle and go. And one day I'm gonna drag you to the dark side, because it's amazing. There's so many things you don't realize that you don't see when you're driving your car. When you're on a motorcycle, I mean, if you're an intelligent individual, you're significantly more observant. You should be having that same observancy in your car, but you just don't. And
in my profession, I do.
Well, and point being, like, you may have drove down that road a million times, and you ride down that thing while you're on a motorcycle, and you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't see that wicked cool tree. Yeah. I've never seen that,
I never saw that pothole.
Yeah. Right. Well, and that's the truth of it. It's so wonderful. It's freeing. It makes you feel like you're flying, but a rock can kill you.
Or an armadillo.
Yeah.
Man, those things. I heard those are really scary on a motorcycle.
It hurts. I ran one over one time. I thank goodness didn't put the bike down. I hit him doing 65 coming back from my buddy Billy's house. We were coming down the highway and it's dark out. And we're just coming up on this curve. And and armadillos aren't like incredibly fast. It just happened to be perfect the way he came into the view of my headlight. And I literally saw him come into view of my headlight as my bike was maybe a foot or two from him. It was too late. And because he was trying to cross the road at that point. I don't know how the ridiculously loud straight pipe motorcycle didn't scare him away, but it didn't. And I ran him over. I had the wife on the back, and it felt like I ran over a curb at 65. Let me tell you, it hurt.
Was he okay?
No, he was deader than a doornail.
Oh,
I ran
poor
him
thing.
over. Yeah, dude, we hit him, and at first I didn't know what I hit. I just knew something came out in front of the bike, and I hit it.
Did you?
And I ran him over, and the bike was okay. There was blood all down it, and my back was killing me, and same with the wife. And I get the bike stopped, and I'm like, what just happened? So I look underneath the bike. Everything's okay. There's blood underneath the bike. I go walking back, and and he, he's a cute little guy, but it's the same like when we hit a deer down here. It just happened to be an armadillo. You know,
Did you take him home and get him stuffed and then put a beer bottle in his hand? I see that everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm like, when did that become a thing?
Apparently, that's a pretty old thing. I've never done it, but I know with that particular armadillo, I felt bad. And where I hit him, when I hit him and ran him over, it like, this is going to sound retarded, but I hit him, ran him over, and I guess his body bounced and rolled off the road, so he was not on the road. So he wasn't a danger to anybody else.
Right.
But I did straight run him over. And accidents happen. It is what it was. But, oh, God, I'll never forget that. It hurt. I one time kicked a dead animal by accident at 80 miles an hour.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't break your foot.
I thought I did.
I mean, that's...
I had the wife on the back, and when you're riding, you'll point at stuff as you ride by it. And some people point with their hand, some people point with their foot, some people don't say crap, and they're just like, good luck to the people behind you. Well, I'm a foot pointer. I'll kick a boot out and go, hey, look over there, and I'll go around it.
Watch what I can do.
And hey, look over there, a little too close. And we were riding a group of friends, and that was a swollen, dead animal. And I mean, field goal punted it at 80 miles an hour. And I wasn't trying to. I was trying to tell, because I had like 5 bikes behind me. Oh, right. Hey, as I swept around it, over there, And I went over there, and I kicked him. And, dude, it stunk. He blew up all over my leg.
Nice.
And it was nasty. It was real nasty. If I remember right, it was like a possum or something. And I was more focused on the fact that it stunk. Well, and it hurt. Dude, I thought I broke my foot.
Right. Well, you're going 80 and then your foot stopped.
Yeah.
While you're still going 80.
Yeah. Dude, it hurt. Yeah. Well, we're trying to get to the next gas station. I'm so focused on, hey, my leg and boot smell terrible. So I'm like dragging my boot on the pavement, going down the road, trying to get this off my boot. Like, it's nasty. We pull up at the next gas station. And my buddy Lonnie and his girlfriend pull up behind us, and I look back, and thank God Lonnie and his girlfriend had a helmet on, because it got all over their face shields of their helmets. He pulled up, get off, got his helmet off, and he's like, but
we're free.
And he was like, I hate you so much. I was like, I'm so sorry.
But you're free. See, I would never experience that in a car.
Never.
Man.
It makes for a great story. Dude, we've had some fun. I've gone on some fun rides. There's one time, me and the wife, and it's around springtime, and we went to see a family member of hers that was like passing, and we went out to Temple, to the hospital up that way, and I asked her on our way out, hey, is it gonna rain? And she said no. I said, well, we got to take my bike, because I think my other ride was broke down or something, so we ended up taking the bike. And this is a bike with no fairing, no windshield. This is, we'd just gotten married.
What's a fairing?
A fairing is a big, large piece of plastic that generally has a radio attached to it that will help protect you from bugs and the wind and the rain.
I always wondered what that was called.
Well, I don't have any of that on that bike, and we took off. We rode all the way there. Everything was fine. Well, we go to come back, and I look off in the distance, and just straight thunder. And I was like, oh, no, So I said, hey, babe, check the weather.
Let the good times roll.
Yeah, so she checks the weather, and, of course, it's just going to be a turd floater. We don't have any jackets. We have nothing.
But you're free.
And it's middle of the night. And I was like, well, here we go. So I just, as fast as I could make that Harley run, just, and because I knew, I looked at the radar and I was like, if I can beat it to Gatesville, I'll be all right. And so I beat it to Gatesville. As we pulled into Gatesville, I pulled up underneath the gas station awning. And as soon as we pulled up under that awning, it just, bottom fell out of it. We went inside, hung out, ate some food, relaxed. It quit raining. We got on the bike. Well, we leave. Well, it's not raining on me now. But, I mean, the roads are wet. It's throwing wet water up on my legs and up on her because, I got a little bitty short fender back there. So her back just has a line straight up it from water.
I just came up with the best reality show we could do.
Huh.
We can go tornado hunting. Those tornado watcher guys?
Yeah.
On motorcycles.
That's a terrible idea.
Yeah, let's do it. We'll do those little cameras that are strapped to our head.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, there it is. Let's go.
Dude.
Let's get a little dirt bike. It's like season 1 rapidly ended after 2 episodes.
I do have a tornado story.
I do too.
Yeah.
I have several.
Well, let's hear one of yours. I've told enough stories. Let's hear some of yours.
Okay, so where I used to live, we lived in this trailer. And my dad and I, we just put this roof on.
Okay.
And they didn't classify it as a tornado, but in the trailer, it felt like a tornado. But anywho, our favorite part, my mom hates The Wizard of Oz because of the story.
Oh,
We were, because ABC used to play it like every once in a while.
Yeah.
And here we are watching The Wizard of Oz right when the Twister comes by and rips the house up. It took our roof and threw it on the ground. That was, the only damage was the roof. It just sliced it right off. But it landed on my brand new bike. But I remember my mom was, because we didn't have a phone in the house, we had a pay phone.
Yeah.
Across the park from the trailer we were at. And my mom's frantically running over there, and lightning strikes the trees as she ran by the trees, and one tree got struck by lightning, which sparked the other trees. It was hilarious. I know it's at the time I was petrified and scary, but now looking back, we're laughing at it. And so every time when we watch Wizard of Oz, we got to call Mom and go, guess what I'm watching? And she's like, I hate you, and hangs up. And she's like, I don't want to watch that movie. But yeah, it landed right smooth, right through my new bike.
That would have made me mad.
Oh, my dad was pissed because he just spent all that money on that roof and it's gone.
You're like my bike, and he's like, who cares about your bike?
Yeah, pretty much. And my mom's like, we're glad we're alive. He said, I'm not, you know how much work I got to do? Because we had to redo all the floors because, that pressed wood, it was old trailer. Mm-hmm. So some of the walls had to be replaced. The floors needed to yeah. Yeah, it was bad.
My tornado story was super dumb. Sorry, I started getting a phone call. My tornado story was super dumb. This is before I had a kid, and I wind up in the town. In the town we're in, my wife goes to get her hair done. It starts raining. It starts storming, and then I hear that there's going to be a tornado. And I call up a buddy of mine that, does quite a bit of he's like one of the licensed ham radio people,
Super cool.
Yeah. And I was like, hey, so where's that tornado going to be at? And he immediately was like, why? He didn't say, oh, it's going to be over here. He just knew me well enough to go, why?
Right.
Then I said, well, I want to go look at it. He said, are you retarded? I said, maybe. He said, all right, it's over by blah, blah, blah. And tells me the road. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'm headed that way. So I jump in my truck and I head over there. And I had this beat up old step-side Chevy. And it was a good truck. It ran good. Window was busted. It's covered in dents, so I wasn't real worried about, hail.
Right.
Well, I get down over to that road and you can see, the storm sail up ahead of us, and it's not like in the movies where they got, you know, like Twister, like they got Dorothy out there and gonna send her up in the sky. It ain't like that. There's storm chasers like on that road, lining the side of the highway, and it's people out there with cameras, and like some of them had some laptops out, stuff like that, you know, watching this. And it's coming right for us. I can't see the Twister yet. There's not a Twister on the ground, I guess, yet visible for us. But that's where it's supposed to be. That's where it's supposed to be happening and coming from. Well, these people all of a sudden pack up and leave. And I'm like, where y'all going? And I can see that this is coming right towards us. Well, it starts hailing pea-sized hail. And I'm like, oh, man, I probably ought to get out of here soon. And pea-sized hail, like for the viewers, is not... You're not going to die from getting hit by a few pieces of pea-sized hail. Pea-sized hail, you're all right.
It's going to sting,
it
but
stings,
it won't.
but you're all right. Well, it starts hailing a little pea-sized hail. And it's gotten like where it's just about on top of me. And I'm taking some pictures and some video, and I happen to look up above me, and it is an unmistakable view. Like, you will, once you've seen it, you will know exactly what it is for the rest of your life. You won't ever look up at the clouds and go, well, those might be moving kind of that way. That could be. No, dude, those clouds were hauling butt in a circle. Like, It was super obvious. That's a tornado. So I video a little bit of it. And I'm like, that's awesome. And then it hits me in the head like a ton of bricks. That's on top of me. So I jump in the truck, and I just leave. Well, it starts, as I'm starting to leave, it starts just, the bottom fell out of it, hailing. It gets real windy. There's rain pouring. Well, I get a little ways down that road. All of a sudden, I see 2 headlights behind me. And I am going as fast as I can skate on what is now golf ball size marbles and trying to get gone. And I come up to the highway. I slow down enough not to die, and I come out onto that, 4-lane highway broadside. I didn't even stop. I just slowed down enough not to kill myself. And well, I take off, headed back towards town. Well, then all of a sudden, these headlights make that turn too, about the same way. And then they passed me. It was a state trooper. He was doing the same thing I was. He was trying to get away from that. I'm sure he got a better view of the on the ground than I did, because I didn't get the view of on the ground. I realized what was coming down and was like, oh, I should leave. Because safety.
Yeah.
The wife, I've tried to get her to go with me to go look at a few. You'll hear them around our area, and you're like, oh man, I want to go look at that. Because I'm an idiot. I don't really do it anymore because I'm a father. But prior to that, like, I would make huge efforts to go do things like that. And I tried to take the wife with me one time, and she was like not having it. Didn't want to go, and we didn't. Wife wins. Happy wife, happy life. But it's, I don't know, man. Tornadoes, I think they're super interesting. I think they're super cool, and it's fun to see just a giant act of God like that. Like, that's crazy.
Oh yeah, I remember at Mount Lemmon in Tucson, Arizona.
Yeah,
I actually saw the top of a storm. We were on the top of the mountain.
Yeah,
and you could see the storm coming in, and you could see like the top of the storm.
Oh, because you're so high.
Yeah. It was super cool. Like the lightning, and looked like a brain thinking. It was really cool.
That's super awesome.
But the one thing that I wasn't aware when I moved there was the sandstorms. Like, I thought that was just like
in the movies
or Middle East, Africa.
Oh, gotcha,
I never thought that was, but they were. It looked like the Mummy. It really did, like a wall of sand coming closer to us. And
That's
they were like,
crazy.
hey, get in. And I was like, why? What is that? And they're like, it's sand. And then this one guy was like, I want to see. He came in there. He looked like he'd been sandblasted. He was all chewed up. Yeah, it was scary. But they had those twisters, those dirt devils or whatever they're called. That was trippy. Because, I mean, it's huge. I'm used to, like, the little bitty ones.
Yeah, that we get down here.
This thing's massive. And I'm like... They're like, oh, it's harmless. I'm like, all right. It's harmless over there.
yeah, it can stay away from me.
But yeah, I'm excited about spring.
I'm too.
Because spring showers, I love the rain. I love the smell of like spring rain. I'm one of those weird people.
You'll hear no judgment from me.
But yeah, I'm gonna get out there, get my yard starting to look like a yard again. I got to get the grill up and running, get it all clean.
I'm gonna have to start mowing my grass again.
Yeah.
I hate mowing. I just don't like mowing grass. I do it, I take care of the yard, but that's one of those things that I'm like, it's just one more thing I have to do.
See, I have 2 kids that are old enough now. And they're like, oh, I need Roblox money. I need Roblox money. No, I need a yard mode.
I told the wife one time we were talking about the yard, and we were discussing what we were doing with it and whatnot, and I said, mess around, we'll have a rock garden, our whole yard will be just gravel, and she was like, you better not. Which of course I would never do, but
I would. I've threatened to concrete the whole yard and then put some metal decorations that look like grass,
like flowers.
flowers.
My luck, that would be like a death trap. I'd fall and like decapitate myself on some grass.
I did see something. I saw it last year, and I'm like, this could get people wanting to mow their yard. It's a remote control.
I've seen those, but they're expensive.
Oh yeah,
I looked into them because I was like, bro,
yeah. I was like,
you want
I
to make
would mow
me
my
enjoy
yard.
myself?
Go out there with a remote control car. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your name? I'll spell it.
That's the best Valentine's gift right there.
But
But
I
make
saw-
a big heart in the yard with her name.
Man, that sucker was taking out brush. Like,
Yeah, there's some pretty cool ones,
I was
man.
like, oh, I need that. And I
Yeah.
saw the price. I'm like, I don't need that. There's some things I can get away with, like buying expensive bottle of olive oil. She still comes at me for that. But I'm like, yeah. So you bought a toy for like $1,000. I want to mow the yard. You have a lawnmower.
Right,
I already
yeah.
know her arguments. That's how I don't buy big stuff, because I know my wife's argument. And so I have that argument before I buy it.
See, I'm usually the smart money spender guy in the house, but my hobbies are far more expensive. So my hobbies are like vehicles, anything with a motor, firearms, like those are my hobbies, and so they're significantly more expensive. Music, I love music. That's significantly more expensive, and
Not
so
on
that's
YouTube.
so that's when I do spend money, which I do discuss with my wife before making big purchases. But I'm usually in our house, I'm the guy that handles the finances and figure out where the money goes and makes the savings account, and I'm that guy. And so if I make a big purchase, I do consult her about it, but generally she's on board.
Right.
She's generally like, yeah, all right, that's a pretty cool thing.
There has been things that I'm like, I really want this. I'm like, there's no way she will go for it. She's like, oh my goodness, I was thinking about getting that. Yeah, that thing looks awesome.
Yeah.
It's like, wait, what?
Well,
I had this whole thing summarized of how I'm going to sell this to you, and you're like, yeah, let's get it.
Well, and my wife has no room to talk, like, as far as the firearms goes, because, like, some of those firearms are hers.
Oh, yeah.
The motorcycle, like, that she's told me multiple times, do not get rid of the bike. She loves going for rides with me, and so we're a motorcycle family, and she loves that. My daughter rides with me too. She's got a full face DOT helmet, so she's safe. In the state of Texas, she's old enough to ride as a passenger, and so she rides with me. But I keep her pretty safe. I keep her in front of me. So on my motorcycle, there's enough seat in front of me with how long that seat is. She
Right.
just sits right there. I do that because if anything happens, I got you.
Right.
Like, if you're behind me, I can't grab you and protect you. If you're in front of me, I will ball up around you, and I'll squeeze you real tight, and I'm probably going to be pretty bad hurt, but you're going to be okay.
See, that's what my dad did. I think we were 12, maybe 13 when we finally rode him back. But he was like, if this bike falls over, I want to grab you and scoop over. I don't care about the bike, but
That's me.
I can cradle you here. Can't see you back there. When you're old enough, and I feel comfortable enough that you're back there and you're not going to mess around,
Yeah.
then I'll put you back there.
Exactly. That's me. I don't
Yeah.
want to. I would hate for anything to happen. And I'm pretty safe. So I don't ride through town with her almost ever. Once in a while I will, but not normally. at night, the highway is more dangerous than the city. During the day, the city is more dangerous than the highway.
Right.
So,
I see that.
on the highway, there's way less cars, there's way less traffic. I don't have to worry about anything. It's just a 2-lane highway, and we go. And she hops on, and she loves to go for rides. And the very first ride I ever took her on, she had been wanting to ride. Well, she got old enough, and so that's one of the things I did as a birthday gift from Dad was, all right, it's your first ride. And I said, we're going to go to Red Wagon, and we're going to get some breakfast. And afterwards, we're going to go hit the highway. I said, and we get to listen to whatever you want to listen to. I said, that's the rules. Because on my bike, I've got the fairing and the stereo, you know. That's the bike I have now. And it's a loud stereo. And we totally cruised through downtown, blaring VeggieTales. Oh, where is my hairbrush? Oh, where is my hairbrush? And that's what she wanted, so that's what we did. And then we went and we hit the highway, and man, she had a blast, and she loves to go for rides with me. I picked her up from school on the motorcycle once. I don't do that very often because I have to, she will never get on a motorcycle without a helmet if I have my way, and I have to carry the helmet with me to get there, and there's not a place to carry it on the bike. And the way my backrest is, I can't even really strap it on there very good, so I just kind of have to hold it in my lap.
Yeah.
Well, I picked her up from school one day on it, and this one, I guess it's their gym teacher or something. I'm not sure, but he's a sweet guy. He comes over and he made sure to stop traffic so we could get out because those people in that pickup line do not care.
I don't.
They're like, oh, you shut up, David.
I want out. I want
Right.
out of this line, and I want out of here now.
Yeah, I'm trying to get out, and nobody will stop. And nobody's like, and I know normally people will be like, well, you're going into traffic. You don't understand. Like, this is a pickup line with, you know, David, but I'm sure the viewers don't. This is a pickup line with so many cars there, and there is a thing, you know, well, I got there super early. I parked in the parking space. So I'm trying to get out, and every time a car would start inching forward, I'm like, oh, man, I can't go there. I'm not make this unsafe. I don't care if we got to sit here till they're all gone, you know. And finally that guy was like, I got you, and he stopped all the traffic. I thought that was super cool.
Well, the problem with the school lane is that there are 3 lanes in one lane.
Yeah, that's a pain.
So you have one lane that goes around. There's one that goes in between, and then and then you also have by the time you get there, there's 2 intersections that you have to try to cross over while everyone's trying to cross over and get in the one lane to lead into the 3rd lane.
Right.
It's retarded. And everyone says, why don't you just park and get your kids? And so I can play Frogger to get my kids and then play Frogger back with my kids? No, thank you.
Right.
I'll sit in the line and I'll yell and scream and say, God bless you. Because I'm trying to work on my attitude. But then there's people that live on that road, that live by the school.
Oh, I feel so bad for those people.
They park in the lane.
I know,
And so-
but it's got to suck on their side to be like, how do I get in and out of my house?
I was nice to somebody last week. I wasn't nice to him this week because she should have known better. She should have known better.
Okay.
Because I've done this. I parked behind that car thinking it's in line.
Gotcha.
And I'm sitting there, and then here comes soccer mom on the phone putting her makeup on and cutting me off. So I had to sit behind this parked car for 30 minutes trying to get into the lane.
Doesn't that frustrate you? Or
So I totally just drew by her and waved at her like, sorry.
Don't get me wrong. I understand that there is through and through traffic there. I know that. But everybody avoids it because the whole thing ends up, just
Why can't kids just
stopped
walk
up,
home?
and it's like
I know it's busy, but let your kid walk home.
the whole thing is just blocked off basically, by cars. And the one of the things that frustrates me is there is some rhythm to it. If you follow it, there's rhythm to it. And
Yes.
it makes it so there can be through and through traffic. It makes it so that the line moves forward at a decent rate of speed, so on and so forth. You have sometimes where people have to pick up multiple kids at multiple different schools. That's your shoes.
Yes.
And I get so frustrated when you be sitting in that line and one of those parents, they'll roll up and they pull up. They're picking up from the same spot you are. They're just wanting
Yes.
to get in and out. And it's always the same ones. And they'll whip over there and they'll park to your left, which means when you get your kid, you can't even leave because they're still waiting on their kid.
Right.
And they'll block people in that way. And I'm like, man.
Don't you
That's-
just want to get out and kick their lights?
Right. You're like, dude, just get in line like the rest of us.
Yeah.
Unless you have an emergency. If you have an emergency, I totally get it. But you know what you can do? You can
know-
have your kid go to the office.
You know what?
And you can pick 'em up at the office.
Soccer mom's emergency is happy hours about to close at Sonic, and I need a cheeseburger.
Dude, I've seen it.
I'm sorry.
I've seen
I
it
am-
from the dads too, though. I've seen it from both sides.
I am.
I've seen it from the moms and the dads. I've seen it both sides of that field.
People always tell me you're a nice guy. You're always calm, laid back. I'm like, don't see me in the school zone because my eye twitches. I'm vicious.
I don't get upset about it. I just shrug it off. I don't really sweat it. But it
Well-
is something that I'm like, come
well-
on, man. That's not fair to everybody.
Well,
You know what I mean?
going. So, at my job, I hit all the school zones within my first 2 hours. So I'm
Right.
through the whole school zone, and then I had to sit in line. Like last year, I had to pick up 2 different schools.
Yeah.
And there was one I really liked how they did it because they had a guy in the middle of the street and he was like stopping traffic, letting this line go.
Right.
All right. I mean, he was, and he's still out there. And it's like, why isn't there somebody doing this, directing the traffic?
Right.
But I think it's because some kid got hit. He was on a bicycle and weaved out and got clipped. Luckily, no one speeds through there.
Right.
There are people at this school that speed,
Yeah.
and there's no need for it. As much as I'm an angry, ravaging person in there, I don't speed. I go the speed limit.
Yeah, you need
know?
to make sure, and you got to watch for kids, and that's something that frustrates me. You'll see, guys and girls alike. They'll be on their cell phones, and I get it. It's a long line. I understand it takes time, but get off your phone. There are kids that are like going across the street to their cars, and like you got to pay attention.
Now, see,
you don't want nobody to get hurt.
I play on my phone, but I'm always looking around, making sure no one's trying to cut me off.
Yeah, but your vehicle's in park.
Right.
Right. Okay.
But
that
once,
makes sense.
Once
I'm talking about the people that are just
Right.
rolling on up, easing off the brake repeatedly.
Once I see people hitting their brakes, like in front of me, getting into drive, that's when I put my phone away and I try to act civilized because I'm getting close to the teacher, so I don't. Hi, how are you? Can we move this along?
That's terrible, David.
Yes, thank you. Okay, yeah, I got your email. I hate to just pick up my kids and go home, but I need to go home. Thanks, bye. I'm that person. And now it's like the teachers, they just open the doors and like shut, and I'm like, hey, this isn't my kid. And the teacher's like, oh, I was like, well, you didn't even acknowledge my existence. So now I've switched. I'm used to being like, I need to go, but now I'm only having one school to pick up. So
Right.
it's like, all right, I'm chilled. But yeah, I would have to go one side of town, cruise through that school zone, hit another school zone, and then get to the other kid. And the teacher's
pain.
like, oh, you're late again. Yeah. Yeah. I'll try better.
I will say that is a pain the way the school is let out, and they give you, which I understand why they do it. So I don't hate because I understand the purpose behind it. So you do have parents that will, and I do understand accidents happen, but it's a real thing. Not everybody is good at the mom and dad thing, and I know that. I don't claim to be good at it, but I do my best. But
I'm the best.
There are parents that will do the whole, oh, okay, well, I know my kid gets out at 3, but I could totally pick him up at 4:30. That's unacceptable.
You can?
No, you can't.
I didn't know you could.
Right, yeah. No, obviously you can't, and that's unacceptable, and I think that's wrong. And it's and it's wrong to assume that those teachers are going to watch your kid for that much more longer. It's so I do respect it. Well, and the problem is when it just takes one person to ruin a good thing. So if
Right.
it was a situation where you had a couple of kids a week that maybe had that each week, once or twice a week, okay, they probably wouldn't say anything. But when you run into it every day with, hundreds of children,
Right.
after a while, you got to do something. So I can respect it. I understand why they do that.
I know what helped us was because my wife Shelly, her cousins moved down, and so they have kids, and so one will go to this school, pick up the kids, and then we're live by a school, so the kids walk to my house. So my house is kind of like the meeting hub.
Yeah.
So the kids might be there for 5 minutes, but
And then as far as your youngest goes and my daughter, you, me, your wife, and my wife take turns picking them all up.
oh yeah, yeah, because I get off just in time to get there to be at the back of the line.
Right, yeah.
If I'm 5 minutes late.
The cool part about me with where I work, my boss is pretty cool. And so if it's for my kid and I got to go,
Right.
send it. Like, I love that about him. We had the conversation when I hired. I was very upfront with him, and I said, I have a little girl. And if something happens, I got to go. I got to go take care of that. And he was like, no, I get it. I have kids. I understand. And so, President's Day, it just happened, and which yesterday, but
Right.
I had childcare worked out, and they had to cancel for a little bit of a family emergency, and I was like, oh man. So I called my boss and I said, hey, because I have very few people that I trust, and you have to work, your wife has to work, my wife has to work as well, and my boss is very forgiving when most aren't, and I made a phone call and I said, hey man, I don't have anybody else, and this happened. And he was like, okay, do what you do, stay home. And I was like, well, the wife gets off at 3, I can show up and work for the 2 hours left in the day after that. And he's like, nah, just stay home, take care of your kid. I was like, okay, cool. I hate doing that. I don't like calling into work. I don't like missing work. I know this sounds dumb, but I feel like less of a man when I miss work. I don't like that. A man's supposed to go to work and provide. That's what you're supposed to do. And so whenever I miss work, I feel like I'm not doing a good job. So that's one of the reasons why I don't care how sick I am. I got to be dying to not go to work.
What if I can offer you a check that pays what you make now and you don't have to work?
I'd still have to work a job or I'd feel useless.
I would give you another check to pay for your food.
I would still feel useless. I'd have to do something.
I could help you with your housing like pay for
I
your
would
houses.
still feel useless. I would have to.
But
do
I
something.
would take.
You sound like
I
the
would-
government.
Hey, I am here to help.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing.
All you got to do is live in this slum infestation, and don't ask for more than Pop-Tarts.
That's my requirement.
But I'm here to help.
Yeah, that's the downside, man. It's and I'm not hating on anybody that like, I feel like things like that are necessary. If there are people that take advantage of food stamps or WIC or Medicaid, I understand that people take advantage of that, and I don't approve of people taking advantage of that. Those things are meant to help people that really need it. There are people that really need it and that do use it like they're supposed to use it. Food stamps, for example, is not supposed to be a permanent solution. That should be a temporary solution. Hey,
But
man,
if they're on Social Security and they can't work,
if they're on SSI and they can't work,
'cause SSI is nothing.
yeah, I get it. As I said, there are people who need it. But there's also people who take advantage of it.
Right.
And that comes from all walks of life. That's sad that is the way it is. But that's the 100% truth. Too many people take advantage of it. It's created a pretty big issue in our country financially. Speaking of good financial issues, I'm excited to see what's going to happen with the Trump RX. I want to know how that's going to go. I mean, it's happening, but I'm excited to see exactly the price differences.
I don't know if we'll see them.
I don't know.
Uh,
I don't have to take any medications other than, I don't know, some allergy medicine once in a while. Like, I'm not on anything that I have to take daily. So but it's going to come in handy. You know, we do get sick. My kid gets sick. I get sick. The wife gets sick. You get sick. We all get sick. Everybody gets sick. So I'm hoping that will assist with medications like that. I'm hoping that like diabetes medication, people that need that, I'm hoping that'll assist it.
Well,
and blood pressure medicine. Diabetes medicine is ridiculously expensive.
well, here's my thing. Like, I understand that, like, we're now going to be matching everyone's pay for the medicine coming in. But does that mean, like, are they going to have a rule stating that these people can't keep charging the way they are charging.
See, no, I don't know. That's why I'm excited to see how it's going to work, because I'm not sure all the ins and outs yet.
I think I would be more excited. That's like, oh, well, Exxon's getting cheaper gas. All right, cool. Does that mean I'm getting cheaper gas? Or does that mean they're just making more money?
I totally see what you're saying there. I would very much assume that they're going to regulate how much they can charge.
Right.
I don't know how all that works. I need to look more into it, but I don't know how all that works or how it's going to work. But I would assume they're only allowed to charge a certain percentage of a markup, and I'm not sure what that is, but I'm excited to see what it is.
Yeah, because I mean that would be really cool. That like, hey, you're getting it cheaper, you're selling it cheaper, and you're still making money, and we're still getting provided, but now it's affordable for me, and they're still taken care of.
One thing I like about it is, and if I'm wrong, please correct me, folks. But
You are.
right, I'm always wrong. No, if I'm not mistaken, the way it's being set up is not the government's paying for your medication. It's the government making a law where they can't charge you out the nose for it, which I like, because I think that's different. I think that's different than saying, let me help you and give you a handout. I think instead of that being that, it's, hey, let me just make this more affordable. Well, let me just make this easier.
And I think
there's a difference.
There's medicine to enhance you. I would categorize that as like cosmetics. Like, this will make you feel younger or look younger. All right, charge me whatever you want. But like, if this is going to save my life, like,
make it cheaper.
Yeah, make it cheap.
Yeah. Why is it going to cost so much?
Super cheap.
Yeah. Why is it going to cost me so much money to live one more day?
And I think they should make it so cheap that they barely make a profit on it. And watch, we find cancer's taken care of. Oh, we found a cure.
That'd be awesome. There's always rumors of cancer cures. I hope it happens.
Those people disappear. I'm not saying anything happens.
Well,
I'm just saying.
Conspiracy theories aside, I hope that one day we do find the cure for cancer in my lifetime.
It's facts.
Now, on that,
guy states, "I have a cure for cancer." A week later, he dies.
What's the guy's name? Mr. Conspiracy Theorist?
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know nothing. For those that are listening,
I am not a crook.
I don't know nothing.
I'm
just saying that one guy said one statement, and he's no longer with us the next week. That's all I'm saying.
See, you're the conspiracy theorist in this.
No, never. Nessie's alive and she's mad.
Well, I will say it is about that time, David.
Is it?
Yep. Would you like to pray us out, sir?
I'll let you do it. No, I'll pray it next week.
That's fine. All right. Lord, thank you for making sure we have such a good day today. Thank you for letting us come together and just talk and have a good time, Father. And we want to thank you for everything you do. For it's in Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen.